Okay, welcome to 5.3, solving systems of equations with elimination. Some steps are going to be the same as last section. There's going to be some new ones. This starts on page 144 in your journal. A lot of practice, not much notes here. As always, please read the book and try to get these. Great practice. You'll learn more in there. Don't be afraid to use the pause button. Number one, coefficient. A constant number immediately preceding, and that's going to be needed to be in red. Too thick. Multiplied with the variable in an algebraic expression. So we've got a bunch of things down here. So the 4 in 4x is a coefficient. Negative 2/3 in negative 2/3 x cubed. Over in this polynomial over here, I got several coefficients. I got 1, I got a -1, and I have a 3. Just because the number's not written down doesn't mean it's there. Don't forget about those. Our steps, if needed, multiply one of the equations or both by a constant. That is just a number. So you get one pair of like terms that have the same or opposite coefficients. We're not going to do much with the same. We're going to go more for the opposite. Makes it easier in the end. Okay, the green just means it's recommended. We're going to use addition. Again, we're not going to use much subtraction because we're going to get the opposites right away. Solve the resulting equation, which is what we were doing before. Solve it into put it into one of the originals. We were doing that before. Okay, so step 1. Right here, I got the same variable, or I got opposites. I'm going to add those up. Negative 3x plus 3x plus negative 3x is 0. 2y plus 4y is 6y. So that's really just 6y equals 12. I can divide by 6, y equals 2. Once I get that, if you notice, I just brought down this equation. I could have brought down either one of those. Would have worked fine. Plug in the number. 3x plus 2, y is equal to 2. So I took out the y, I put in a 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Minus 4 minus 4, we get 3. Divide by 3, we get 1. So our answer is 1, 2. And I don't have those on here. So now, this problem, we don't have opposites. X plus 4x doesn't add up to 0 like the 3x, negative 3x did. 4y plus y. So we got to create opposites. I could have multiplied either of these. I'm going to multiply the bottom equation by negative 4. That's going to give me a negative 4y there, which is opposites of 4y. That adds up to 0. So I'm going to get negative 16x minus 4y equals negative 4 times 13, 26, 52. Negative. Add these up. Negative 15x. 4y minus 4y is 0. That's the whole reason we did that. Equals negative 30. Divide by negative 15. X is equal to 2. Not done. Plug it in. I'm going to plug it into the bottom equation. I got to multiply with the x, but I like the y being alone. So I'm going to have 4, but instead of x, I got 2. Plus y equals 13. That's 8 plus y equals 13 minus 8 minus 8. Y equals 5. That gives us an answer of 2, 5. Oh, what do you know? I had it written down there already. Okay, more of the same here on these first 6. You got some scrambled answers up there. Notice these first 6, you got a lot of opposites. 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 So all these are going to work nicely. Add them up. X minus x is 0. X plus negative x is 0x, or just 0. We don't even need that down. 5y equals 25. You could have 0 plus 5y. but that's just going to be 5y equals 25. I divide by 5. Y is equal to 5. This is where it gets like the last set. Plug it back in. I'm going to use the top one because no negatives. X plus 3 times 5 equals 17. X plus 15 equals 17 minus 15. I get x is equal to 2. That's going to give me 2, 5 for my solution. And there's a 2, 5 right there. So we're looking pretty good. Same thing on these other ones. Number 3. 2x minus 2x is 0. 3y minus y, 2y equals 8. Divide by 2, y is equal to 4. You can see yourself, you're pretty quick. Plug it into either equation. I would use the top one, bigger coefficients but no negatives. I'd rather multiply by a 3 than you'd have to use a negative. Same thing happens on 4, 5, and 6. Now you get down here and we've got some different methods. Okay. First off, number 7, I'd use substitution. This has got a y equals there. I can just plug that in there. So I wouldn't even use this section's method. Over here, geez, the top one's in standard form. Let's get the bottom one in standard form. Minus 4x minus 4x. Now I have it in standard form. I just wrote the top one down here. Now, okay, I can add them up. Negative 4x plus 4x is 0. 5y equals 20. Divide by 5. Y is equal to 4. Again, you can plug it back in and get your answer. Okay, so you can plug that y into either equation and solve it at this point. Let's go for the top one. 4x plus 3, take out the y, put in 4 equals 14. 4x plus 12 equals 14. Minus 12 minus 12, 4x equals 2. Divide, x equals 1/2. That gives me 1/2 and 4. Let's check our answers. Ooh, there's a 1/2 and 4. I was a little worried about that one. Number 9, you notice already, I already got it started for you. Put it into standard form. It wasn't in standard form. I didn't have a y equals like this one over here, which would have made an easy substitution. Blue goes to blue, purple goes to purple. That's how I got those equations set up. You'll see that got the opposites once I got them in standard form. 10 and 12, you got to multiply one equation. 11, 13 to 18, you got to multiply both of them. So again, this takes some multiplication skills. I want to get opposites. Geez, 3 times 3 gives me 9. That's good. But I need opposites. I need 9 and negative 9. So I'm going to multiply by negative 3. Negative 9x plus 30y equals 6. When I do that through, I'm just going to write the top one down here. 9x plus 4y equals 11. Add them up. That's 0. So that's just 34y equals 17. Divide by 34. Y equals 1/2. You can kind of see it's going to be that one right there. But let's just check that, plug it into either equation. I'm going to plug it in the top one. I like those numbers a little bit better up there. So that gives me 9x plus 4y, but instead of y, I'm going to have 1/2 equals 11. That's 9x plus 2 equals 11. 9x equals 9. Little division. X equals 1. So there's 1/2 for my point. Like we said, we saw that one coming up. Number 11, I got to multiply 2 equations. I already started this one for you. I chose to get rid of the y's. I could have got rid of the x's just as easily. I noticed the least common multiple of 2 and 3 is 6. That means I need one negative, one positive. One negative 6, one positive 6. I multiply the top one by negative 3. Negative times negative gives me positive. You can see that in the green. I got the 6y. I multiply the second one by 2. 2 times negative 3y is negative 6y. You can see that in the blue. Those are opposites. I add them up. Negative x, that's 0, I didn't need to run, equals negative 2. Get rid of the negative with the x. X is equal to 2. I can plug this back in. I'd already done this once and redoing it. That's why that number was marked. Plug it back in. Not going to make much difference which I plug it in. I'll do the bottom one this time. 4 times 2 minus 3y equals negative 4. That's 8 minus 3y equals negative 4. I'm going to minus 8 minus 8. That gives me negative 3y equals negative 12. Divide by negative 3. Y is equal to 4. So there's my 0.24. The x was 2, the y is 4. There it is. These other ones work pretty much the same down here. Again, you got to pick one number to get rid of. You know, you can pick either one. Sometimes one's easier, sometimes another. Ooh, like 16, this only needs one multiplication. You know, 3 and 5, the least common multiple of 15, but 4 and 2, the least common multiple is 4. I can just multiply this one by 2. I get negative 4x minus 10y equals 14. Well, there's my multiple with 4x, or my opposite. You can keep going on that. Number 13. You know what? I've already got a negative. I've already got a positive. 3 and 4, the least common multiple is 12. I'm going to multiply this one by 4. 32x minus 12y equals negative 9. I'll multiply this one by 3. 15x plus 12y equals 36. I just saw an error. I forgot to multiply this one. This should be negative 36. Now you can add them up and solve it. Okay? Other ones work pretty much the same. The sum of two numbers, number 19, for our word problem. X and Y. Those are going to be our two numbers. Okay? So the sum of the two numbers is 22. Well, what do you think goes in there? I'm adding up two numbers. One number's X, one number's Y. The sum of those two numbers have to be 22. The difference is 6. Remember, difference, that's my subtraction. Complete those blanks, fill it in. You'll get an equation to solve in this format. That's it. Use the pause button. Try these again. A lot of steps on here, kids. It's going to take practice. Be patient. Pay attention to your mistakes. If you get something wrong, go back and figure it out or ask me to help. We'll catch you later. Have a good day.